Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good day and welcome to another captivating episode of the Whiteblood Panorama, a show that gives everyone the opportunity to share their thoughts and also debate on real life issues. It's coming to you from your favorite channel, the Whiteblood Multimedia, and I'm your host, Umar Isa Dandago. Well, politics is believed by many to be quote-unquote a dirty game, even for the men that are accused of dominating it, and that is why men of honor are not encouraged to join it, though this type of thinking has been seriously debunked by experts. And what about young women? Should they join? Do they have a place in politics? Well, this is a long-standing argument, and a lot of people think politics, especially ours, shouldn't see more women in it, not just because of how filthy and dirty it is, but because women can easily have their judgments clouded by the uninterrupted flow of their emotions. Well, I'm not saying they are weak, so don't misjudge or misquote me. But my guest today, an alumnus of the American University of Nigeria, the AUN, who studied natural and environmental sciences, an orator, a politician, a tutor, trainer, public speaking coach, writer, youth development enthusiast, and of course an entrepreneur, is trying to make a great deal of difference by becoming, well, in our own words, probably the youngest world party woman leader in Kano State. Hafsat Adhama, an ardent supporter of and believer in the Konkwasiya political sect, believes that women, especially the young ones, do have an important role to play in politics. But how can they compete with the quote-unquote all-domineering men? Are they not just ready but capable to do it? And are they the unexpected change the country has for long been in dire need of? Well, Malama Hafsat Adhama joins me now in the studio. Thank you very much indeed for coming.
You're welcome, Madam Umar.
Well, it's a pleasure hosting you on the show, and I think one-on-one discussion, you are the first female guest to appear on the show. Yes, of course, and don't accuse me of being a man-centric, something like that. There was a time though when I hosted a young female university student and a young male university student to talk about how the ASU strike is affecting them or has affected them. So probably one-on-one discussion, you are the first, and later inshallah we're going to record another episode with Professor Rabia. So it's we're making a reform, we're getting there. More women. Yes, of course. Let's kick off with this. You are not just a degree holder, you have gone to a very expensive school, a school that if I were to be offered a scholarship to go there, I would drop my BUK and go there, of course. And you earned a degree, you finished, you have, but the most amazing part of it is that you are not just at home folding your arms and waiting for your parents to help you get a job in the government. You have stood up and you are into different businesses. You also are into different coachings and mentorship programs that I have also included in the introduction. How important is it for a young woman like you to be able to do all those stuff?
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Again, I am Hafsat Adhama, and of course I'm into a lot of things. Good. And you just asked how important is it for a female or for a lady like me to be engaged in a lot of things or in entrepreneurship. What exactly?
Well, businesses, for example. Like, okay, there are so many businesses that women are currently doing, snacks, perfume, like the abaya you are currently dressing.
So I've said this times without number. A million more times. I'm going to say it again and again and again. It is very, very, very important for females to get involved into entrepreneurship.
Good.
Literally, for them to be self-dependent. Being self-dependent as a woman protects you from a lot of mess.
Okay, like?
So many things. We all know how some young ladies like me or younger or older are desperate in need of resources.
Yeah, of course.
And instead of them to fall into entrepreneurship or business or even work to get their own hard-earned source of income, they end up finding their ways into some other things those things that are going to, destroy their lives. So there is one thing I always say, even at home or among friends and colleagues, I always say this: if there's one very, very important thing for a young woman to learn, is how to make money.
Wow.
As I said, it's going to prevent her from a lot of things.
And is it because you women need more money than we do?
Well, even if you guys made money, you make money, your money almost always finish on us.
Oh yes, of course, because of the cosmetics,
everything.
Of course, the abaya,
like
the dress.
Our expenses are way, 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 way more than yours.
Yeah, of course, it's true.
We need money more than the guys need.
Yeah, of course.
So if we don't get the money, a lot of things could happen.
Yeah,
so many things. So psychologically, socially, and even religiously, I believe a woman should make money to protect herself in so many ways.
Okay.
Is my point clear?
Yeah, it is very much clear. But what I want to understand is that what kind of businesses should a young woman like you, and probably younger one one that is younger than you, should they do? What kind of businesses are they supposed to do?
Well, there are so many businesses. Of course, you just mentioned like baking. People are into baking, making snacks, cakes, and stuff like that. People are into being a chef, like cooking.
Okay,
it's a skill that literally almost every woman have.
Yeah, sure.
So apart from that, me, I don't know, but almost always.
Yeah.
I seem to be a bit different from others because my business is entrepreneurship.
Okay.
I'm into knowledge, education.
Yeah.
I teach.
Yeah.
I create courses. It has to do with a lot of creativity.
Yeah, of course.
I create courses, soft skill courses. Sometimes even courses that you just certain skill that is peculiar to you. You just create a course on that.
Okay, good.
So there
like
are
employability skills.
Yeah.
Public speaking. Well, I have to make it categorically clear to the audience that immediately after the lockdowns, during the pandemic, I took part in many of your courses, the English teaching courses. And at that time, the world was all doom and gloom, no money, nobody was, of course, and no money, no work. And then you offered me that job, and it served as a great opportunity. Every month, you would send me my salary, and this is my way of thanking you. You really, of course, you really helped me personally at that time, and you cannot imagine how happy I was and how it helped my life. And so you women can have the power of even helping the men. What can you say about this? Yes,
that's so true. Okay, we are just missing out on a lot of things.
Okay,
it doesn't start now, and it's not going to stop now.
Okay,
go back to the history of Islam.
No.
See how Khadija radiallahu anha helped the Prophet.
The first wife of the Prophet.
First wife of the Prophet. Just look at the history and see how she helped him. Yeah. And of course, he was her staff.
Okay, yeah.
He was her staff.
Yeah, he helped her in doing some businesses.
We all know. And she had a lot of wealth. So she used her wealth in building Islam, in helping him, in so many things. This is not the first time that women are helping men. So it's just for I don't know, to some extent that belief or that what do I call it? That feeling of a man that I'm a man and I don't want to, I don't stuff like that. Yeah. But in real honesty, a woman can help a man. It just depends on who the woman is.
Okay.
And who the man is as well.
So you are saying that the men should drop all their ego and their arrogance and accept you as their helper.
Well, of course, if there is the need, of course, why not?
That's good. Okay, but they describe you as naturally weak.
Well, we are
driven
weak
by emotion.
Well, yes. We cry a lot.
That?
We cry a lot. Of course, we are more emotional. You can't compare. Like a woman will always be a woman. We are weak to some extent and strong to some extent. Sometimes the things a man can handle can never be a thing a woman can.
Okay.
On the other hand, there are a lot of things a woman can do. A man can't. Can a man give birth?
No, this is nature. This is natural.
Yeah, so they are a natural thing. Of course, even the weakness and the strongness are all nature.
Yeah.
Just in some point we are weak. In some point we are strong. That's how it is.
But generally speaking, women are emotionally weak. You accept that?
Yes, I do.
Good.
You hardly see a man crying.
Yeah, of course. Even if he is pushed to the wall.
Yes.
John Cena says when you pushed to the wall, I mean when you push down, you wake up and you continue. And that's a motivation.
Yeah. But just look at a woman, if you do like this to her, she can cry.
So before we start talking about this politics, briefly, like 1 minute or two, take us through some of the programs that you run and how effective they have been in helping the society, the community.
Okay, like the programs we just mentioned, I have a hub called ESA Hub. ESA stands for Eminent Scholars Academy. I used to teach programs like English language, creative writing. So initially it used to be an academy, an online academy. Then as I grow, or as we grow, it now became a hub because we do other things like the Eminent Scholars Program. You know it?
Yeah, of course.
Where we promote university students. So we do other programs that are not mainly characterized under education. So it became a hub. And what we do at the hub, we teach English language proficiency. We teach public speaking. We do it online. What else do? We do employability skills and many other soft skill courses like communication effectiveness and so many other stuff. So that's it for ESA Hub. I also have Miss Adhama collection where I sell female stuff, jewelries, abaya, stuff like that.
Like this one?
Yeah, like this one.
Cool. So when I get a girlfriend, because literally I know I don't have any. When I get a girlfriend, I can just come and shop for her.
Yeah, sure.
Or you can give it to her as a gift.
No worry.
Okay, to your to your staff's girlfriend.
No worry.
That's cool. Let's stick to this issue of employability. A lot of people don't know about it, and it seems like it's very, very important, and it's something that is taken very seriously in the Western countries, in the UK, in the US. It's a very lucrative business what you are doing. What is it? What can you tell us about employability skills?
So employability skills, whenever I'm trying to do a webinar or even the course, people tend to ask, what do employability skills stands for? What does it mean? It's like not even everyone knows what employability skill means. So employability skills are basically the skills you need to get a job. How you brand yourself first, how you acquire the right skills you need, how you target the type of job you want, how you create your CV, how you create your cover letter, target the companies or wherever you want to work. So that is what employability skills generally stands for. And last year that was 2021. We've trained over 100 people on employability skills, 100% online. So it's an amazing skill. And of course, I'm glad to tell you that a lot of people actually got a job from that skill, from that program.
Because of the program that you ran? Yes,
because of the program.
Okay, they got a job. So it has been effective.
It has been so effective that they already got a job from the skills they learned.
And how did you feel when they told you?
Oh God. Forget.
Oh my God.
I'm so excited. Like I was so excited because that was the point of everything. It's not about what we get, but what impact we made in the community. So
give me a piece of advice. If I were to if I got like 2 girlfriends and I were to go for one of them.
Are you sure you don't have a girlfriend?
I think so. Yeah, okay.
Or you want to choose out of the girlfriends?
No, I don't know.
You guys are funny. I know.
No. Okay, this is my kind of secret. But anyway, let's assume that there are 2, A and B. One of them has a degree or is doing a degree plus a business that she runs, and the other one is just doing the degree without any business. Which one or which of them would you strongly advise me or even order me as my boss to go for?
I won't directly say the person with a business and a degree. But as you say it, she seemed to have better qualities. But when it comes to marriage, there are so many qualities that don't only that are not just peculiar to your education and your source of income.
So it goes beyond.
Yes, it goes
being
beyond that.
Educated and being self-reliant.
It goes beyond.
So there are other qualities.
There are other qualities. What if
like
this
she needs to
person
be beautiful, she needs to have a little bit hair.
You see?
This is what the men are thinking about. Yes, and I'm presenting it to you.
Yeah, I know, but well, maybe. But in real honesty, that's not what I wanted to say.
Okay, what do you want to say?
There are other qualities like how good her background is, where she comes from, what is her character, her attitude, how she relates with people. You know, there are so many qualities when it comes to marriage. And when it comes to self-reliance, men play a lot of role in building women to become self-reliant. Like myself, for example, my dad played a huge role in becoming the person I am.
Congratulations. Is he alive?
He's alive.
Okay, so very, very important thing to note. Congratulations. Oh, no, this is not a congratulation. A thank you to dad. Go?
Thank you, Abba.
So,
I really appreciate this. And to some extent, a woman can never be self-reliant without the role of a man. So what if my dad clipped my leg, my wings?
Okay.
I'm not going to get where I am present. So it depends on these two people, what qualities they have apart from all those qualities, all those other qualities. The most important qualities when it comes to marriage are not a degree or being self-reliant. There are so many important qualities. If the person with only degree have that qualities more than the other one, you can still build her. You can still help her in finding who she is, becoming more self-aware, and help her in the part of being self-reliant.
And that's why I told you I didn't have a girlfriend, because I have to go and
let me
do this.
give you an example. I know of a friend. She didn't even have any degree. She's a friend of mine. And I'm so proud of her husband. What he has done to her is so amazing. She's young, she only have one child. But he made her a professional tailor.
Wow, congratulations.
Like she was doing tailoring before they got married. When they got married, he said, "What do you want? School or your tailoring?" She said tailoring.
Good.
He took her to different schools, like one after the other. 3 professional schools till she became very, very professional, and he opened one very big shop for her. It's bigger than this your studio.
Oh my God!
Very big shop. One single cloth she can see it for 15,000.
Wow! So
she's fully dependent presently as we talk.
And it's because of the support she got from her husband.
Because of the support she got. So
when women say they don't need any backing, any support from men, that's not true.
No, I don't believe that.
Okay, that's very good. That's very good. So let's move on to this issue of politics. Why do you think it's important for young women to participate in politics? You are actively involved in and part and parcel of the Konkosia movement.
Yeah.
How important, first of all, is it for women?
Yeah, a leader with the NNPP.
Okay, so you are a woman leader, right?
Yeah.
At your ward?
Yes.
Okay,
very important.
Okay.
Like, as we talk presently, I think, despite being the woman leader of my ward, I am the youngest person among all the women that are involved in politics in that particular ward.
So all of the women are like above 40 or above 50?
I swear to God.
Oh my God, as old as our mothers?
As old as our parents.
So how are you relating with them?
Well, it just depends on how good you are with your communication skill, how good you are with, interaction and a lot of things. So, and it's very, very important for everyone to get involved in politics. Because just look at it. Politics and politician determines every single part of our lives.
Of course.
They determine if we go to school. They determine if we stay at home. They determine if we eat. They determine if we become hungry. They determine if we run a business and succeed. They determine if we not.
Yeah, of course.
See, we are at a point in our lives especially the way Nigeria is presently, where everyone must get involved. We must get involved and, you know, bring ourselves out of this mess that these politicians put us in. You get what I'm trying to say?
The male politicians. Is that what you're saying? The male politicians.
Well,
So you were saying that, okay, now the male should kind of shift aside and give you the opportunity, the space to do what you can do?
You mean? No. That's not what I mean.
Okay, what are you
everyone
trying to
should
say?
get involved regardless of a female or a male.
Okay, so everyone, you're not specific. You're not saying only the women.
I'm not specifying, but it's very important for the female also to get involved.
Yeah.
Because, you know, our representation is very, very, very poor. To the extent that even if a rule or whatever, anything that has to do with the government or policy regarding the women folks, they can't justify it because we don't have representation for them to understand what we need and what we don't need.
But the problem in Nigerian politics is that whenever people see women joining politics, they tend to give them negative names, negative impressions because of how dirty the politics is. How would you cope with this?
Okay, if you say how I cope with this, I've been into a lot of things and I have never been concerned about what people say. See, that is the least thing that's going to stop me from doing whatever I want to do.
But
what people say about me, it's the least thing that will stop me from doing what I want to do.
But you need to prove to them that you are good, you are there to help, you're not there to join the bad guys. You need to prove to them.
Well, I need to prove to myself.
Okay. You need to prove to yourself,
yes,
not to the larger society?
Yes, because when I get there, when we are in a closed door meetings, nobody knows what happened.
Yeah, of course.
So it all depends on me. If I'm in a closed door meeting, how I behave. Is it the me that I want to be, or the me the society wants me to be? Okay. You get what I'm trying to say?
So there's a difference between the person that you want yourself to be and the person that your society wants you to be.
Well, it's three things. Okay. There's the person I want myself to be. There's the person the society thinks I am. Okay. And even if I am not, they always think, okay, she's into politics and she's so and so. So it all depends on who I want to be and my relationship with my God. It's up to me to do whatever I want to do. Because whether in politics or not, you can be whatever.
So now, what do the women need to do to change the negative impression and the negative narrative that a lot of people or men have towards women who are in politics?
It is high time that the good women or the people or the women that the society thinks are good to get involved. Okay. It is our fault. Yeah. See, not just the women, but even the men. Society think politicians are all bad. And it is the fault of the society. Why is it that the good people are letting the bad people into politics?
So the good people should step in.
They should step in.
And in this regard, the good people, by good people you mean women?
Good women and good men.
Okay, together.
Good people, yes.
So how can we address pressing issues that are bedeviling women, that are women-related problems? I know a lot of people know that men cannot understand how the seriousness of the situation that women are going through. In Hausa we say ciwon ya mace na ya mace ne ko, which means it is the women that understand the situation of their fellow women. You talked about the issue of more female participation in politics. How would you strengthen this to be able to fix the women-related problems?
Okay, let me give you an example. There's this program that's done in Area 24 called Matter Air. I had one of the presenters saying there's this woman that went to a hospital. She gave birth. Okay, there was no bed. She was lying down, flat on the floor. She gave birth by herself. There was no nurse. There was nobody to take care of her. She gave birth by herself. She did everything, wash her child by herself. Nobody looked at her.
Really terrible and emotional.
They don't care. Of course, nobody cares. Meanwhile, everyone is saying politicians are bad people.
But in that
and there is no any strong woman that's representing them out there. You know, to face the government and tell them that this is what the women folks are going through. There's a need for improvement. You get what I'm trying to say? So things like that and many other things. Come to think of, you know, harassing the female gender to the extent that you can't even talk. You get?
Social cyber bullying on social media.
Cyberbullying on social media,
which is something very serious.
One another important thing. Like people like us that are very active on social media, we know what's going on there.
So men are treating you unfairly.
Well, for me, I've never experienced that, but there is this girl. It was in BBC interview. There is this program they do, Mahangar Zamani.
Madina Mashanu show.
Excellent.
Of course,
They invited, there is this girl, Ummi to X. She's even married. And there is this guy was popping. They called them for an interview. Like the girl was saying, the way that particular guy, and he has so many followers, dragged her on social media. She had to feel sick. Oh my God. She had fever for 2 days.
It affected her mentally and in terms of her health.
In terms of her health.
Very serious.
Very serious.
So how can we address that? The cyberbullying stuff.
Cyberbullying stuff, we know these people, we know where they live. Take the right action on them.
As in how?
As in how? There should be an involvement of, you know, the right authorities.
Security agencies?
Security agencies,
arrest them?
Arrest him. He caused this girl 2 days of pain. And that's not all, because whenever she remembers what happened, she's still going to feel that pain.
Of course. Briefly before we go, we got like 3 minutes to go. That issue of hospital, that lady who gave birth on the flu and she did everything, you guys shouldn't blame the male or the politicians. You should start like in the first place, you should blame the nurses, the female nurses and doctors that were supposed to attend to her in the hospital. Don't you think it's unfair to only put the blame on the politicians, mostly the male politicians?
I'm not putting the blame on the male politicians. See, there is one thing we should understand. Whenever I'm talking, I'm not really talking, I'm not taking for, you know, against the male gender. No, I don't have any problem whatsoever with any gender. All that I'm trying to say here is there is a need for representation. Of course, we have a terrible government. It's not just the health sector, but also the education sector and many other sectors that have already been destroyed. So, when we are talking about maternity, the maternal health, it's general. You get what I'm trying to say? It's a matter where, okay, we have education sector, the ASU strike and stuff like that, and there are people talking and trying to defend that particular, you know, sector, education sector. But have you heard of this story before? The maternal health care?
No, mostly.
Nobody
gives it priority.
Priority because there is no representation. You as the female folk, it's only you that will go to the hospital and see what's going on. You get what I'm trying to say?
Sure, of course. Finally, before we go, do you have, that issue of that woman is really emotional and it's touching me. So
I've seen that.
You can see my mood has changed. And we hope things will get better and we hope the right authority will take an action so this would not happen. They are mothers, they are our sisters, and they belong to us as well. Do you have any political ambition to be probably a member of National Assembly or State House of Assembly or something like that?
Well, for now, I don't. I don't know of the future.
But where do you see yourself in the next 10, 20 years?
In the next 10, 20 years, I know it's going to be a deep adventure.
Good.
I've already come a long way into a lot of things, and I am heading to a lot of places.
Good.
So in the next 10, 20 years, I know a lot of great things are going to happen, inshallah.
MashaAllah. So we wish you all the best. and we ask Allah to continue guiding and supporting you in all that you can say. What can you say about in all that you are doing? What can you say about this program?
This program is an amazing one. It gives the platform to express yourself, to express, things that are going to be beneficial to the people, to the society as well. So Whiteblood Panorama is an amazing program.
Thank you very much, and I hope I didn't press you harder.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Malama Hafsat Adhama. Thank you very much for being on the program. And once again, we hope one day, when next we invite you, you'll be able to come back.
Inshallah.
All
it's
the
a great
best.
pleasure.
Of course, all the
Thank
best. That has been my interview with Malama Hafsat Adhama, or let me call her in English, Miss Hafsat Adhama, on this program. On behalf of everyone that has contributed to the show, and the big boss, Zainab Abdurrahman Mi Agogo, I'm Umar Isa Dandumo saying goodbye and have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you.